Great. Now I just lost Scotty. Why did that just happen? That's a bummer. Let's see. Let me copy and paste Scotty Rube real quick. All right, that should be okay. There we go. There are some familiar faces. What's up, fellas? Is my mic not on? Oh no, I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, good, Scotty. I don't know what just happened.
We clicked a different link in there. There's like 2 different links. There's one that's
what
highlighted
happened?
and one that's not. Yeah. It's interesting. We clicked the highlighted one for this
Good.
one.
This is a good group.
Do you know how to click the gallery view? Do you know how to click the gallery view?
Gallery, yeah. I'm on gallery right now. It's not bad.
Well, there's 24 people
James
out there.
Davis, I want to see your face.
Show us that new baby.
Wow.
Where's the new baby?
Actually, I think I can ask him to start his video.
Caleb, what's going on, man? It's been a while.
Hey, Coach. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, Bryson, I just sent you a Jerry.
There's James Davis, Joey.
What'd you say?
Oh, there's James.
What's going on?
Bryson, I just got a Jerry Friedis does he did a 2022 evaluation of you. It's a good little write-up. I sent it to your dad.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tell him to
Thank
check
you.
his email.
All right, for sure.
Hey, JD, what do you got, a little baby or what?
On the way, September.
Oh, on the way. Joey acted like it was already here.
No. I was just seeing what your facial reaction was.
Yeah, it's on the way.
Oh, man. So your wife is 7 months pregnant or 6 or what?
So it's due in September.
Doing September, yeah. I can't reverse math. What's up, Taj? How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, man. Yaru, your hair's looking funky. I like it.
Oh wow, we got some good characters on here.
Look at this hair. I like
Where's
it.
Rue?
Rue's in the lower right. You can't see anybody in these things.
Oh, Yaru's with his mom. Hi, Michelle. That's cool. We got a good group. We'll wait a couple more minutes and we'll get started. It's nothing official. We just wanted to see your guys' face and give you guys some advice during this time.
I like how Monica comes without her camera. She's all acting all conspicuous. Come on, Monica. She's probably, I'm not even going to say what she's doing.
What are you munching on there, Joey?
Starving, dude. I'm eating all day. I'm so hungry.
James, he never eats. And so that was last night's Chinese food for me.
Okay.
With a combination of healthiness. All right, we got Sam, Mata. Mata's there. Good. What do we got here? Oh, so there's 2 pages. Is that how it works?
Yeah, so you now have 27 people in 2 pages. So if you click to the right, you can see Nick's out there from Foothill, Zoe from De La.
Good.
Tyson Garachi hiding behind a camera.
This is a good group. I like it. Johnny's on. Brandon, there we go. Brandon got a workout in it. Brandon's been going hard. You've been getting your work in, man. Helps to have your dad that's a full-time rebounder.
You're talking about Brandon on the camera here? He's got 3 names. Brandon Colin O'Brien. What is this?
No, that's not me.
No, different Brandon. No, Colin, is Brandon your first name?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
See?
know that.
Now you can use Zoom to figure out people's real names. It's like we'll find you one way or the other.
DJ's in the house. This is great. We got a
Oh
bunch
yeah, I
of
see DJ. There's DJ. You got something to say, DJ?
What's up?
What's up? You dunk with can you dunk with your left hand yet or not?
My right, not my left.
That's exactly why I said it. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
I knew he could dunk with his right.
I think we should have some let's see here. We should have some where's Anthony and where's our coaches? Rob.
Oh, look at B Fish showing up on an iPhone. This is like epic.
Where is B Fish?
Look at B Fish on an iPhone. He's laughing. What's up, B?
What's up?
Oh, look, Garachi came off the hide now. He's got the camera going.
In? All right, let's see. Anthony.
Tyson's sporting the Adidas attire from Europe.
Good. Johnny, Cahal, good. We got a bunch of guys in here. I love it. Winners, you were on this morning. Good work, man. Have you been working out with Steve and Anthony?
Yeah, on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, with Coach Anthony, and then Tuesday, Thursday was.
Good. And you were also in that 2020 report too. There was a 2022 report that had you in this. It's not a ranking. It's just it's like a little bio that Jerry Frieda says. Miles, are you doing workouts too?
Yes, with Coach Anthony on Monday.
Coach Anthony. Good.
Like Anthony.
I think actually a decent amount of our guys are. Colin's working out with me. I know. Yaru, you work out with your trainer up there. That's good. Cahal, are you working out with anybody?
I've just been working on my driveway on my hoop.
With like a Zoom video or just by yourself?
Just by myself.
Okay, good. Vasconi.
You should jump. Cahal, you should jump on some Zooms, dude. We could even don't we have like some big men that can do some big man stuff on
Well,
Zoom?
I think Mike was going to do something, and then, he's coming back from a broken wrist. James, there are some guys that I mean, we have a good base here with some kids that all want extra work. James Fry, can you start your video so we can I want to make sure that all these guys are Jackson Brown. Oh, it's the dad. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, we're cool with that. We like dads.
He's working out right now, so he's trying to get home as quickly as possible.
It's cool.
Good.
Danye's going with no camera. You know it's his mom or dad.
No, Danye's been working out with me. He's been doing good.
I know, but he's not on video right now.
Caleb, you should be begging James Davis to work out with you. No, I'm serious. I mean, these guys are like James has some really good stuff, and you guys can work out a schedule, and these Zoom calls, 40 minutes are free. You should definitely take James up on that.
All right.
I mean, it's just an idea if you're not working out with anybody else. Brandon Fisher, do you work out with Yaru and all the other guys, with Nate?
I do my solo sessions with Nate.
Okay, so he works out one-on-one with you?
Yeah.
Motto, what about you?
I've just been working on my own.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like James, there's a lot of these guys need a lot. Some of these guys need some hand holding, like at least to.
Mata actually lives near James. I think Mata lives near James too. We could probably start to get to. Well, that's a whole thing about whether we start doing workouts in person, right?
Oh, Steve, we got one other coach. Good. Oh, Jeremiah is now on his iPhone. Is that what they did? So we got two Darkins tapped in now. I like it.
Oh, wait. Danye looks like he's coming off his he's starting to show. Oh, look at this. He's got headphones and no shirt on. That's beautiful.
Oh, good. Alonzo's on. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. All right, we'll get started because I don't think this thing only gives us like 30 minutes. I don't think Anthony's going to hop on. Listen, guys, me and my dad, we didn't really want to make this like too official. I think we just wanted to look at you guys, check in with you, give some advice because obviously we're at an unopportune time. Today's Memorial Day, so I hope you guys enjoyed a long weekend with your family and relaxing. And but we're kind of in a unique time, obviously, in our world. But June 1st is kind of the marker for us because I'm hearing some good things in terms of facilities opening and maybe some tournaments. I know that Las Vegas the old Fab 48 is I got an email today saying that they're back on for the end of July. So I'm hearing that there's stuff that's rumbling outside of California. So we just wanted to make sure that everybody was on the same page. We wanted to make sure you guys were held accountable for some of your workouts. I do workouts at 11 o'clock every single day, Monday through Friday. I understand you guys have school. I record all my workouts, 30-minute ball handling, nothing crazy. If you have a hoop, you can use a hoop. You don't need a hoop. You just need 2 basketballs. James Davis, if he wants to offer some workouts too, he can do that. I know Coach Anthony and Coach Steve, who's on the line, are doing Steve, I think Steve, are you on the line right now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you explain everybody when you do workouts? I always get confused. Sorry.
Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m., Saturday at 11 a.m., and Sunday at 10 a.m.
And what are you focusing on? Are you doing ball handling and shooting similar?
Mostly ball handling, some footwork, some agility stuff. Not too much. Some form shooting. I haven't really used hoops, but mostly ball handling and like footwork stuff.
Yeah. So guys, like that should be, like the weekend stuff is a non-negotiable. I mean, to get in a workout with Steve on a Saturday, Sunday. I mean, I know you got family time and church and homework and stuff, but I don't do workouts on the weekend. So there's a slot for a lot of you guys. And I highly suggest, and this is really the sole reason for this call, is what we're going to go from is basically nothing. Okay. So you're going to go from nothing or thinking you're doing something to then, some of us are trying to play for college scholarships. The guys that are, juniors and sophomores and juniors. The freshmen, it's, there's not too much college exposure, but we're going to be thrown right on the scene. And so I think that one of the reasons why we wanted to meet is to hold you guys accountable, make sure you guys are working out and also holding yourselves accountable for, obviously the homework you got to do, whether you're Zoom calls or if you guys have, stuff online you got to do, but then also getting on the track, running around your neighborhood. I actually just get out on Danville Boulevard and I just start running. I try to target where, a 4 or 5 mile, mark would be and try to hit that and time yourself. That way you guys have some sort of evidence that you can get better every day. James, you want to touch a little bit about that, but just the self-accountability?
Yeah, especially the guys looking, to try to play at the next level. A lot of it is, even when you have your team practices, a lot of it's getting the work done on your own because when you're with your team, you're working on team stuff. You're working on plays and defensive rotations and things like that. You really see the improvement when you get in the gym and work on your game yourself. So we understand, it's tough right now. You can't really get in an actual gym and things like that. But like Joey said, ball handling, there's no excuse. Everybody shouldn't have the ball in the string by the end of all this. Getting outside in your driveway is the easiest thing you can do right now. Just the ball and just dribbling. So, make sure you're holding yourself accountable because, nobody's going to hold your hand at the next level. And you'll find yourself out of rotation quick. So,
Dad, you want to piggyback that and give us some advice?
Yeah, guys, they're going to write history books about what the hell we just went through, right? So this is unprecedented. So what I'm about ready to tell you is real. Like we're going to go in about 2 weeks. Someone's going to tell us that we're going to be allowed to play in gyms. Then we're going to get ready. And then they're going to tell us we're allowed to play in tournaments without parents and without fans. And then they're going to put those in front of college coaches. So you guys that are sophomores and juniors, you got to do it without us for a little bit. Like right now, you need to get your ass in shape because all of a sudden someone's going to, say, okay, it's time to go. And then, you're going to be ready to go. You got to get ready to go. So if you're not running at all and you're not holding yourself accountable, you're going you're going to be behind. And then, what those first few practices are going to look like. So don't let them look like that. Right. And talk, listen to what James is saying and listen, those ball handling drills are really critical, but at the same time, you got to run and you got to be self-accountable. It's like the hardest thing to do as an athlete is to go out by yourself and push yourself. But what's funny is every single one of our highest level players have always been like that. They're just a little freaky about getting out and working out by themselves. And James, you know what I'm talking about. It's so funny. The best players were always good at doing that stuff. So I just leave that to you guys because all of a sudden, June 1st is coming around. Somebody might say we go into a different stage where we can have 10 people. Somebody might open up a facility. We think Napa's opening up in a couple weeks. We might practice there. There's some stuff going on where you guys need to get yourselves ready because what you don't want to do is have college coaches see you out of shape.
Yeah, and I listen, at the end of the day, AAU basketball, like the practices, like James, you're not going to, like you said, you got 2 AAU practices a week, one, you maybe have your full team because we got guys traveling from everywhere. So even if we weren't, during a virus right now, I don't think that all of us can honestly say that an AAU practice is going to get you to the next level. And so that's part of our jobs and coaches and mentors and leaders is to try to make sure that you guys are getting in your work. Obviously there's, so many kids right now that are begging to get in the gym. I started getting into a facility in Concord and I've only got so many people I can work with. And so for the other 50 kids that we have, we want to make sure that you guys are all getting work. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is very crucial because the basketball doesn't mean anything. You have to finish strong in your classes.
Yes.
We're at a weird spot because, a lot of your stuff's online. A lot of your stuff is Zoom. So again, another word of, another thing of accountability is getting your work done because I don't want to sit here in spring of next year and looking at X and X's transcripts and figuring out, well, you didn't finish strong last spring. And so because of that, now your GPA is at a certain point and you might have to go to postgrad. You might have to go to JUCO. And, we've had several players that have not got it done in the classroom. We've also had a lot of guys that have done an incredible job. Xavion Brown of making a miraculous comeback after a horrific freshman year in the classroom. And now he's got a full ride to Appalachian State, a mid-major school. And so my point is that the accountability is with the basketball, right? The conditioning, maybe getting a Zoom call with Coach Steve or Coach James or Coach Anthony, and then also holding yourself accountable, whether you're running and then the schoolwork. So the schoolwork, I know at Prolific Prep, we get weekly emails about our guys missing assignments. Now at our school, it's catered a little different. So guys that miss assignments, they get a little wiggle room to turn those assignments in until when they're due. I don't know if De La Salle is that forgiving. I don't know if Akalani is the same. I don't know if Marin Catholic, some of these schools that are really good schools, I don't know if they're going to give you that grace. So just make sure that you guys are getting what you need done in the classroom. If you need extra help, I'm sure your teachers are more than willing, especially at this time, to go out of their way to reach out to you to have maybe a private individual Zoom call. So that's important. How many guys are finishing school this week? I guess raise your hand. I guess that's the best way of doing this. Okay, wow. So there's a lot of guys. Miles, are you guys done already?
Yeah, we're done. Moreau's done.
Oh, you're done. Nick, is Foothill done? Nick, hi. Is Foothill done? Turn your mic off.
Or on.
Turn it off. What?
We have one last week.
Okay, so a lot of guys are finishing. What about Miramonte, Fry? Are they finishing this week?
Yeah, I think this is the last week, yeah.
Okay, so basically, and Sheldon, Yaru, and DJ, you guys are finishing next week, or you're done?
Yeah, we finish at the end of this week.
Okay, so there's a lot of guys. Okay, so this June 1st date is really looming. Okay, so school's finishing. We could have an announcement, hopefully, Lord willing, that there's going to open up some sort of activities, and then And then the live period, which obviously, originally there was going to be, they opened 2 live periods in the April, which we missed. And then they were going to have 1 in July. My thinking is they'll probably have 2, if not 3 openings in July, hopefully, if there's tournaments. But my point is that we really only have the month of June to like expedite this stuff. And so part of the reason why we're on the phone again is because you guys only have, like, you juniors, like y'all had a good call, UC San Diego the other day. We want to make sure Tyson Gracci, you're getting some Division II. Scotty, like all the guys that are juniors right now. Caleb, I had Westmont College. All you guys are on Monty. You have really good grades. You're a high academic kid. All that stuff matters because you guys are selling yourself and your grades to these universities. And so me and my dad and James and Steve, we're doing the best in our capability of using your guys's platform to then get you guys a potential. We had almost every guy from our 17s last year has found a home, whether that's Division I. We had 4 guys sign Division I. We had 2 guys sign 3 guys sign high Division III. We had a couple guys, like I said, didn't make it for grades, so they're going to go JUCO. But we want to make sure that we take care of everyone. That's how our program is fit. And we want to make sure that you guys are doing your work in the classroom, and not just in the classroom, but on the court too.
And your big guy from last year that went JC, he's already gotten a few D1 offers.
Yeah, I mean that's not Jay's good. Jay's a high major. He's a mid-high major player. It's just his grades were holding back. So you guys all that are juniors, Taj Phillips, like you're gonna have some Ivy League on you, man. It's just like Princeton asked about you. Princeton also asked about Tyler Isaacs because he has really good grades. Some of our really good sophomores, and I'll just go down the line. Like JoJo and Bryson are starting to get some Division I interest, which is good. Cahal, all these guys, you guys, please, like take this serious. Like if you really want to play basketball in college, like there is such a few and far between, and there's a lot of dudes. You have this Zoom call with the Soldiers and the Arsenal. There's so many programs that all the kids want to do the same thing, but what are you doing each and every day to help you achieve that goal? And so, we had a really, really, really good 16s group last year. Not only our first team, but our second team. And that only makes things more competitive for our 17s. Another reason why we're on this call right now is because I didn't have a chance to fully evaluate everybody. Neither did our coaches. We had guys that were still in playoffs. Sheldon was still winning games. Then they reverted, and you didn't know if you were going to play Dublin or not. So there was so much stuff going on in March that we didn't even get to pick teams. So we have a good idea, obviously. But that's another reason why you guys got to continue working out, because when you get back in the gym, we have to still evaluate players. And I just thought about that right now as I'm talking out loud. We have a really, really good 17th program. This year could be the best year probably in our history. Well, not our history, but we've had some very good second teams, and Steve Boyd and my dad know what those look like. And they're combined with good players, good kids, and good grades. And I think that this could be another one of those type of years where our 17s is a very, very good, quote unquote, A and B team, if that's how you want to look at it. But my point is that you guys, that's another reason why you want to stay in shape, is because we're still evaluating guys. What else? The month of June was used in our history of heavy high school. So, obviously we don't know what that's going to look like. I mean, O'Dowd, Sheldon, De La Salle. I mean, you guys are traditionally notorious. You normally play, I don't know, DJ, what did you guys play last year for didn't you guys play like 50 games in the summer?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like some astronomical number, but basically I don't think that's going to happen this year. And so, again, you're going to go from no high school, no spring AU to no high school. And that means camps, because I know Lou Ritchie loves you guys do workouts before your camps. I know Marin Catholic's got camps. Every high school has camps. Akalani's has camps. and then you have your leagues, right? You've got your summer leagues, and then they also last year they added a live period in June for high schools, and so that's most likely not going to happen this year. And so
there's no way they're going to open up those high schools.
Yeah.
No chance.
I've heard that Arizona, they ran that Section 7 tournament last year, and so Arizona is a little more lenient. But again, another reason why you guys got to take it upon yourself to finish strong this last week of school. If you guys have X amount of assignments and you got finals, take your time. Please put your cell phones away when you're on your Zoom calls. Lock in, finish strong. If you're at a B, try to get a B+ or an A-, because it all matters. It really does. I mean, like Yaru's got really good grades. He could go from a 3.9 to a 4.0 if he just gets an A on his last final, right? Scotty Rug's got really good grades. Miles got – I mean, I can go down the list. I can look at every one of these dudes. Call, you have really good – there's some really – Colin, you go to probably one of the best academic schools in the country. Athenian's one of the best schools academically. So we've got really good kids. We've got really good family. Now you guys got to really start turning it on here as we approach June 1st. And then do not be shy. Like Brandon Fisher reached out to my dad and Rob. He needs a trainer. Great. Well, let's connect you with if you guys are in SAC or we got guys all over. We got Kyle Travis is a really good trainer in San Jose. Steve Boyd's in Oakland. James Davis, you're in Hayward, right? Or San Lorenzo?
Alameda.
Okay, so yeah, you're in Alameda, and I'm in East Bay. I'm in Danville. Anthony Gonzalez is kind of all up and down. That guy's all over the place. He's all up and down the Fairfield Napa corridor, and so we want to make sure that you guys are getting with guys. And if you have your own guys, that's cool too. We're not like if you guys are working with Tion, if you're working with Will Bet. I mean, there's a bunch of trainers out there. We want you guys to get better. It has nothing to do with, obviously I'd love you to work with Steve Boyd and some of our own coaches, but if the schedule doesn't fit for yours, then make sure that you're getting with somebody that does. Because let me tell you, going out to the backyard and shooting hoops, that ain't going to get it done. And
it ain't going to get it done.
You may think, well, yeah, I got some work in today. Trust me, I've been there before. Unless you're a Tyler Isaacs and you have a shooting machine as your rebounder, okay, or Brandon, you know what I'm talking about. Your dad's a college coach. Your mom's the head women's coach at Humboldt State, rebounding for you and putting you through drills. Yeah, that may be a little bit different. But you guys that don't have brothers or dads that are like 24/7 rebounding for you, you have to be held accountable by a coach. And don't get me wrong, I think that you guys could probably all come up with a good workout. That's not what I'm saying. I want you guys to make sure that you're being held accountable at least 2 to 3 times a week with a coach or with your dad or a friend. You can even get with a buddy if your parents allow you to be with, one of your local neighbors you grew up with and you guys grind together. Great. If he plays basketball, he plays a different sport, you guys want to go on the track and try to beat each other in 40-yard sprints. Great. But, I think one of the most important things right now is just to be patient. But to also remember why we're doing AAU. Your parents, they put a lot of time and money into this, and we want to make sure that it's worth your reward. If your goal, like Nick and Tyson Garachi and you guys all that are going into a really, really big senior year, like it should be your goal, Alonzo, to be the best Alonzo you can be step foot July 1, as we go into some of these tournaments. And the other thing I'll touch on is, AAU will probably be some of the independent stuff, and we are affiliated with Adidas, but what I'm hearing is that some of the shoe circuits that are like the fully sponsored teams, like the Soldiers, Team Why Not, I'm hearing that some of the shoe circuits won't allow some of their teams to go play in some of these tournaments that are one-offs, meaning that those tournaments are going to be that more competitive with all the same teams that want to have opportunities just like you guys. So there may not be the number of, fully sponsored teams that are on those tournaments, meaning some of those players may go jump on independent teams. And so that'll just make it more competitive, guys. And there's a lot of money. The reason being is because there's a lot of money online for some of those companies that don't want to deal with lawsuits for, a kid on the Adidas circuit to go out and he gets the virus and, there's a whole storm, right? So what I'm hearing is that some of the independent tournaments may be more accessible than some of the fully branded shoe tournaments. What else?
Let's do a check-in call like June 1st, because I think we'll hear some things coming out about what California's going to do.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing, guys, the last thing I'll say is that my facility, I have a meeting on tomorrow, and they're going to give me some more clarity about, potential openings. And I think that that'll be good, because not just because it's my facility, but it'll give us a good foundation for other facilities, the field house, Tice Valley, some of these schools that may open up. Napa is potentially going to open up. And that might be an option, if your parents allow you and you can get the transportation to get to Napa, and we would practice at Napa Christian School, which is where our prolific prep guys go. And we would just go up there and grind it out for a couple hours and make sure that we're all getting our work in. And, but so, yeah, our meeting's tomorrow night, and then May 1st, I believe, is a week from today. So what I'd like to do is reconnect with you guys next week. We'll have a little bit more information. In between then, I would really, really like it if Coach Steve, Coach James, myself, Coach Anthony are getting updates inundated with your workouts. Again, you don't have to use us, but make sure that 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 I know you're working out. So in other words, like, I don't have to worry, like, is Taj Phillips getting his work in? He probably is, but if he's working out with James, like, James will shoot me and say, hey, Taj got a good one in today. That way that everybody's on the same page, and there's no questioning whether guys are. And again, you guys pick a schedule that fits you. If you can't make Steve Boyd's and you can't make mine, and work with James or work with another trainer, and you guys go from there. And then what was the last thing I want to tell you guys?
Well, just real quick,
you guys can talk.
I want to make sure you guys are aware that we're not, like, if you talk to your parents, we're not going to put you in harm's way. We're giving you some information. We're going to do what's right. We're not going to throw you in the middle of a situation where people are going to get sick. So we're going to do what's right, but we want to keep you updated, because things are going to start to move here where we can start to potentially put together some practices. So that's why we're updating you.
James, do you have any last kind of remarks, or Steve?
I was just going to say, starting I probably started doing Zoom trainings about 6 or 7 years ago. And at that time, everybody was, I had people working out in their living rooms and their kitchens. Yeah. Now people are starting to, move outside the backyard or to the park or whatever. Yeah. I'm actually still doing my sessions in the living room, partly because I think subconsciously it sends a message that no matter what, we can still get it in. And everyone's kind of in this situation. Like, I teach, so I'm dealing with the academic, dealing with students and stuff like that. Like, there's a resiliency here that's embedded in those people who are successful, that work to find a way. Don't make excuses. Everybody has their, limitations and certain issues, but, finding an opportunity to do your ball handling every day, whether it's with a trainer or someone else, 10 minutes of ball handling, jump rope, run around the block a few times. If you can get to an empty hoop and get some shots, like, once this thing starts going, there's going to be a separation of people who found a way and people who made an excuse. And it's going to be obvious and apparent. And regardless of if it's fair or equal or whatever the situation is, like, we as a society are working towards moving forward. So keep that in mind as you're going through your school stuff and your academic stuff, working towards your basketball. If you guys need insight or guidance or information, obviously reach out to the coaches. But one of the things that I feel that separates, student athletes from regular just students is the ability to time manage and figure out how to get things done. You know, you have games, you have tournaments, you have finals, you have travel. Like, it's always a little bit difficult, but, you know, those who are successful find a way.
It's a good point, Steve. Thank you. Dad, do you have any last comments? We got a couple more minutes.
No, I'm good. I just want everybody to kind of start getting their faces back on the TV screen here, and we'll start doing some checkpoints. I can feel the energy. Hopefully, you guys all got a chance to watch the 10 different sessions of Last Dance. I'm hoping they're going to do something on Magic Johnson so I can have my favorite player on the documentary, but I'll leave that alone for a while.
Or Kobe. I'm sure they'll do something. Hey, listen, guys, very excited. We had 33 people on tonight out of the, I think we have, if we were going to do 5 teams, you figure 50. It's not bad, especially on a holiday. Thank you for taking your time. Very excited for obviously our near future, and stay positive. I know that, obviously right now I'm even going nuts. I love being in the gym with you guys. I love getting better. Love getting you guys better. I love getting you connected to a college. Montana State texted me the other day about Don. I mean, that's what we love doing. Like, we love putting Yaru, at a potential school that he can play at. Caleb, we want to make sure that all you guys get a fit. And so excited. Next Monday, we'll tap back in. Between now and then, please don't hesitate. James and Steve are both played Division I basketball. They're very, very good trainers. Very good coaches. I've got my Zoom workout, and so does Coach Anthony. But other than that, you guys have a great night. Great seeing you guys, and we'll touch base soon.
Finish strong on your grades.
Hey, Joey, I'm going to give you a quick call in a little bit.
See you guys. Finish strong.
Caleb, good seeing you guys. See you, bud.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.